am a Mocha Mom, and I'm back to share with you how I have resolved the lunch dilemma. I used to do things like buy cold cuts for my husband and be struggling trying to figure out what he could pack to bring with him to work. I used to give my kids chicken nuggets, chicken fingers, French fries, hot dogs, macaroni and cheese from the box. Thank God I never did Chef Boyardee. But I just come to realize that stuff is full of preservatives and additives and lots of salt and just generally dead and unhealthy for my family. And I wanted to improve our eating habits. So some friends of mine recommended that I do leftovers. So in the beginning, that was difficult because I was cooking a meal and serving the leftovers for another meal, another dinner meal. And we didn't have enough leftovers for lunch. But I've changed my system completely by serving a different meal every day of the week, and the leftovers that I have each day are for lunch the next day. For lunch on the go, I can sometimes pack the leftovers and take them with us if I have the right containers. They sell all kinds of disposable containers. There are times when I'm scrambling and I want to do something quick and easy, and I do use cold cuts at times, regular cold cuts and tuna fish and things like that. But I try not to do that too much because, you know, those things have a lot of sodium in it, nitrates, sulfates, all kind of things that I want to avoid. So that wouldn't be a staple choice. What I love are roasted chickens. You can buy roasted whole chickens that you can roast from BJ's or Costco or wherever, and it doesn't take much to season them up and bake them. I typically make sure that I have about 4 of those in my freezer at all times. If I'm not serving it for dinner, I can cut the breast or the dark meat slices up and make sandwiches with that. I can make chicken salad with that. I can cut the chicken up and put that in a macaroni salad, and you take that for lunch. I remember we had one field trip where we brought a macaroni salad like that with a whole grain, multi-grain style pasta, and it was a great lunch. It gave us good energy. So you don't always have to go with the quick Lunchables. If you don't want to eliminate them completely from your diet, you can at least start to implement these healthier things first, and they'll crowd the bad things out. At least that's been my strategy, and it's helped me to be not overwhelmed by trying to make a huge change all at once. I have to say that in the beginning, when I introduced this concept to my family, I had a lot of resistance. My kids like eating chicken fingers. They like frozen pizza for lunch. They didn't want leftovers. I was very frustrated. There was some fighting and arguing back and forth. But one thing that I had to come to understand is that we're in the process of parenting my kids. I'm training them. So I think a lot of times we have the misconception that training them means we tell them one time and they're supposed to listen to us. You know, if they don't listen to us and we punish them one time, you know, then there's something wrong with them. And what I've come to learn is that training them is a process. I have to have a clear understanding of what I want from them. I have to have a clear understanding of what the consequences are for them not doing what I want them to do. And then I just have to be consistent in walking that out. So I decided that the lunches that we were having wasn't healthy and we needed to make a change. So I presented that to my kids. And they have to be trained to understand what healthy eating is, why they can't have chicken fingers and pizza every day, and why they need to make better health choices. And then as the parent, I have to stay cool and help them to walk that out. So what I'm saying is, when you present something like this to your family, you may have some resistance. But if you know that it's coming, you can be prepared with a strategy to get them to where you want them to be. Today, we have leftovers for lunch every single day. It's not a problem. Everyone knows what's going to happen. Again, the menu is on the refrigerator. They cried and whined about it already, if there was something on there that they didn't like, but they know from me walking it out with them and having clear consequences that this is lunch and this is what this is what we're eating. And I think we're healthier and happier for it. Thankfully, my husband is very easygoing about food. I cook well, so he never complains about leftovers. When it comes to your husband, I think you need to respect where he is. It may not work with him if he says no, that's not what he wants to do. However, you can get your children in line. So let me know what your thoughts are about this. Be blessed.